The New York Knicks master plan is being executed as everything that was expected when this New York Knicks team was made has worked out, and much more has been revealed that this Knicks team is doing even better than people believe in the first place, and we are going to break all of this down. Lot to talk about, guys. What's up? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into things as always. Guys, if you're part of that 67% that's not subscribed to Knicks Digest, make sure to subscribe. We have daily New York Knicks videos, bunch of great content. This is the place for all Knicks news, rumors, all that good stuff, live streams, TikToks, shorts, all the good stuff that you want to hear about the New York Knicks. We're here for you. But let's jump into it. This man right here, Tom Thibodeau, has received a ton of criticism this season and this playoffs, namely against the Detroit Pistons. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I wasn't someone as well saying that the Knicks should probably move on from Tom Thibodeau. Now, I've given Tibbs a long leash as a head coach of the Knicks, frankly, because I do think he's one of the better head coaches in basketball. Do I think he's the top 5 head coach? No, but I do think he is a solid NBA head coach at the end of the day. I think he's a guy that can build up teams well, but has never really been able to get a team to the top of the mountain. And it felt like after that Pistons series, the Knicks were walking into almost certain death against the Boston Celtics and head coach Joe Mazzulla, who's a very modern NBA coach, one of the most modern head coaches. Meanwhile, Tom Thibodeau is widely regarded as one of the most stuck-in-the-past head coaches that did cause a lot of issues for the New York Knicks. However, when the Knicks assembled this team, a team that was built off a defensive strategy while having two guys in Karl-Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson, obviously not shown here, to be the offensive engine. Meanwhile, everyone on this team can play offense. The perimeter defense mixed with the help team style that Tom Thibodeau plays with that trap defense was going to work out, even if rim protection was minimal, not having a starting rim protector and having Mitchell Robinson injured for the majority of the season before he would eventually come off the bench for the Knicks, giving the only jolt of rim protection the team really had. There was a lot of thought that this would not work, or would work very well. There wasn't really seeming to be too many people middling out, either thinking this is the core that's going to win the Knicks a championship for the first time in over 50 years, or it's not going to work at all. There's no rim protection. A Tom Thibodeau defense needs a rim protector. I was part of the latter group. I liked the Karl-Anthony Towns trade like 24 to 48 hours after it happened. I hated it in the moment, but grew to understand it. And on top of this, what we've seen from there, I just didn't believe that a team without a rim protector would work on a Tom Thibodeau defense. However, it's been proven wrong, and it's been proven wrong incredibly strongly. Now, Tom Thibodeau has talked about the team's defense recently, saying it's about your mental toughness, defense, your teamwork, and always having the belief that you could do something better and find a way to win. It's a long game. Keep playing, and that's what they did, referring to the Knicks when they came back from 2 20-point leads, that yes, offense was a big part of it, but also there was the fact that the Knicks stopped the Celtics from scoring in way better fashion than people even think, and we will get to that in 1 second. But Tibbs also mentioned that, not the greatest image here, but we all know what the play is. There was a good team defense on that final play. There was a swarm. Tatum is so tough when he gets any speed and he's going downhill, so you need bodies in front of him, and then the pursuit from behind is also important. The Knicks did all that. They trapped Jason Tatum, and they forced him to miss and throw that ball away, where the Knicks did win game 2 as Jason Tatum got nervous, threw the ball, tried to get it to Jalen Brown, but passed it right into the wingspan of Mikal Bridges, who sniped the ball out, threw it away, and helped the New York Knicks get up 2-0 in the series. Look, these two and Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby have been playing insane defense. We know this. This isn't new news, but people don't realize how good the Knicks defense has been against the Boston Celtics. I'm going to try to change that right now. Look, as Macri mentioned, shout out Jonathan Macri, yes, the Celtics will shoot better than this, but the Knicks just won a game where they shot 29% from 3, give up 16 offensive rebounds, and committed 16 turnovers. They got a 12 for 37 shooting line from their 2 highest volume shooters, and they won that game. That's insane. On top of that, we also see Knicks Muse mentioning that the Knicks had a .948 points per possession in game 2, which was their worst offensive game of the year. 90th out of 90. They still won that game. So, if it's not the offense, it's got to be the defense, because that's how basketball works. And the defense has been absurd. Look, we look at these points over the last 2 games. All these stats we're seeing is going to be the quarterfinals thus far. It's been 2 games across the board for everyone right now, so good time to do this. Look, the Boston Celtics have the least points per 1 possession. They are under 1 for the series. They are the only team, yes, the defending champions, one of the most efficient offenses of all time. Last year, the greatest offense of all time. Under 1 point per possession over these last 2 games. But there's more. I should have said, but wait, there's more. Like Billy Mays. On top of that, we're seeing the New York Knicks have the most clutch points so far in this round of the playoffs. Again, each team has played 2 games, but that does not mean clutch minutes are equal. Clutch effectively is, well, basically it's I don't know why I'm stuttering right now. I know what it is. If you have 5 minutes left in the game and are either up or down 5 points, if the game is within a 5-point lead, or a 5-point difference, I should say, and there's the final 5 minutes of the game, that is clutch time, according to NBA.com. Now, to go back to this, the Knicks average 14 points in clutch time. Now, the shooting's not perfect. It's 39% from the field, which is not great. 36% from 3 is good. But it's not the greatest numbers out there. It's not like it's the best numbers ever. We've seen the Denver Nuggets be good in it so far. And we've seen the Boston Celtics, well, they haven't. They averaged 6 points in that span. And obviously, the Knicks and the Celtics have played the same amount of clutch time in round 2, considering they're playing each other. The Celtics are shooting a beautiful 15% from the field and 11% from 3. The Celtics are really, really, really struggling in clutch time. Now, when they're down, they've been a bit better, because when they're winning or they're tied, the numbers, they got a whole lot worse. Now, we know Jalen Brunson is a guy who has not been playing his best basketball in this series. It's not as bad as Tatum, but he's not having his greatest series. He's averaging 23 points, 6 assists, 3.5 rebounds. He's playing well, don't get me wrong. The shooting numbers, they're not great. 38.9% from the field, not great numbers. True shooting at 49.1, not very good. However, Jalen Brunson has still been able to be, or 38.9% from 3 and 35.7% from the field. Those numbers are not good. Those are not good Jalen Brunson numbers. We see those numbers as like, wow, Drew Holiday's playing very good defense on Jalen Brunson. There's no way around it. That's what's happening, because Brunson's not playing his best basketball. And the Knicks are up 2-0. That's a huge sign. And the Celtics, they're not doing anything in the clutch. Because we look at the Boston Celtics. We look at this team right here. In this situation. From all distances. The Boston Celtics, well, from deep 2s, the Knicks are holding them to 1 for 11 shooting. This is opponent field goal percentage. My hand was way too close to the camera there. This is opponent 3-point or field goal percentage, not its own teams. These are the opponents. The Knicks are not playing the greatest defense at the rim, but it's not bad. It's not as bad defense as the Indiana Pacers or the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have let up more points, or the Denver Nuggets, or even the Cleveland Cavaliers. However, from 3-point range, the Knicks are allowing the Celtics, one of the great 3-point shooting teams in NBA history, to shoot 25%. They've shot 100 threes this series. They've made 25 of them. It doesn't get simpler than that. Regular mid-ranges, 41%. The Knicks are playing excellent defense there. And remember how I said the numbers got much worse here? When you take these numbers and make it winning for the Celtics, if they're winning or the game's tied, zeros across the board. In clutch time, the Boston Celtics have not made a shot all series if they are winning or if they are tied. That is not luck. That is defense played by the New York Knicks. That is not a fluke. That is not Joe Mazzulla messing up. That is Tom Thibodeau coaching well. That is Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Mitchell Robinson, Josh Hart, Deuce McBride, even Jalen Brunson playing very, very, very good defense. That is what this is. This is not some sort of fluke or anything. The Knicks defense locked in, and Wingstop has arrived. Get ready. Because whoever they play in the next round, and it looks like it'd be the Pacers, if the Knicks win, I'm not saying the series is done. Not by a long shot. The Celtics can easily win 4 of the next 5 games. No doubt about it. They're a great team. Hell, they're the best team in my mind. I thought they were... You made me pick a champion at the beginning of the playoffs, and I did the NBA Pick'em thing. I believe I had the Celtics winning. I know it was Celtics Thunder in the finals. I had the Knicks losing in 6. That was my educated guess. As a Knicks fan, I said the Knicks were winning in 7. Because sometimes you just got to be a fan. The New York Knicks defense has shocked everybody. The master plan has been executed. Everything that Leon Rose dreamed of when he put this team together, it's working. And Tom Thibodeau's defense, it's working. The Knicks have shell-shocked the Boston Celtics, and it's important that they keep going. But I want to hear what you guys think. What can the Knicks do better? Obviously, it's an offensively based question. How do the Knicks do better offensively? I have an idea. You play Deuce more in that position of Josh Hart, because when the Knicks go 5 out, the Celtics look lost. Guys, like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, and go Knicks.